Shalom, we're Israel. We come out every week. Our job is to wake up our people. The brother just spoke. We're going to get into why we come out here first and foremost. We come out here because our people need to be woken up. Right? Look at the things going on in our communities. We got our people, man, they just get up, do whatever they want to do. They go to Walmart, they go to the dollar store. All right? They do everything but do what? Go into the scriptures. Give me Joshua 1:8. They do everything but go into the scriptures. So they'd rather go home and play video games and watch TV than going into the Bible. Alright? But see, our people it's a new day coming where our people are going to have to wake up. We're going to have to wake up. Give me that Joshua 1:8. And now give me Colossians 3:17. Read.
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, so this book is a law book. Like in the courtroom, did y'all know the Bible is a law book? It's a law book. Why is that? Because it teaches you how to live. It teaches you what? How to treat your wife. How to treat your children. A lot of you brothers ain't never taught your children nothing because you ain't raising them. Alright? A lot of you women don't know how to keep a husband because y'all ain't never been taught. So the Bible is what? Read it from the top again.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So the Bible has been here for the last, what, 5,000-6,000 years. Alright? It was actually put together during the Roman era. Alright? But the books, the scrolls was always here. The scrolls was always here. And the scrolls rested with black people. Did y'all know the people of the Bible were black people? Did y'all know that? Did anybody ever tell you that other than saying that Jesus was black? That mean, everybody else was black too. But most of our people, you could ask them, what color was Jesus? They'll say he's black. But they forget everybody else in the Bible was black. Right. Abraham was black. Isaac was black. Jacob was black. All these people was black in the Bible. Right? And it ranged from different shades. Look at our people. Light brown, the dark brown. It's like the shades of the dirt or the soil. Look at the dirt. Look at the soil. You came from the soil. When you die, they're going to put you in the ground. Right back in the soil. Alright? You got copper tone. You got ebony tone. You got brown tone. Dark brown tone. Alright? To the lightest of the lightest. Flojo color. Alright? Lionel Richie. Read that again. Joshua 1:8.
This book of the law shall not depart out of my mouth.
Say it again. I can't hear you.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. So that means we got to study the Bible every day. It says day and night we got to study this book. Read.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have a good success.
We're going to have good success only if we meditate in this Bible. If you don't meditate in this Bible, you will not have good success. That's right. You understand? This ain't a book of economics. This is a Bible of life. This is how you're going to govern your life. Alright? Give me that. Colossians 3:17. You govern your life through this book called the Bible. People hate the Bible. They don't even want to open it. How do you hate it? Because you don't read it. You think it's written from man. Alright? The Most High used spiritual men to write this book. That's right. Spiritual men that follow his ways. Alright? Read.
This is Colossians 3 verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all the name of HAMASHAYACH Yahawashi, giving thanks to Yahweh the Father by him.
See, read that again. All right.
And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all the name of Yahawashi, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
Right, so that name is very important. We give thanks to the Most High. All right, get your apocrypha, give me Sirach 17:10. That name is very important to our people. All right, our Father gave us that name. When you go into a room, there's about 20 people in a room, and you call, amen. Don't you know all those brothers in that room will turn around? God got a name. All right, he got a holy name. It's a holy name that the Most High has. Is that like 17 and 10?
Sirach 17 verse 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name.
The elect shall do what?
Praise his holy name.
His holy, his Kadash, his holy name, the elect. So there's an election coming out of the people. Even though we calling y'all Israel, there's only a remnant coming out of y'all. All you Negroes are Jacob. Alright? All you Latinos, you dark Latinos are Jacob. Alright? And those that got the spirit. All you American Indians are Jacob, the indigenous Indians. Alright? Those are the people of the Most High. But just because you're Israel don't mean that you're going to be saved. We don't even know if we're going to be saved. That's why we keep the laws. You got to at least keep the laws to be in this one. It's like you got to play lotto to be in it to win it. Right? You got to go purchase a lottery ticket to be in the lottery. You don't purchase one, you're not going to make it. Right? It's the same thing with the Bible. You got to keep the commandments to be in it. If you don't keep the commandments, you ain't in it. You see what I'm saying? And then the Most High is going to select a remnant of those people. So just because we up here keeping the commandments, out of all the remnant of Israel, there's going to be elect that come out of that. There's going to be elect. That's why we don't boast and all that stuff, man. Read that.
That's right.
And the elect shall praise his holy name.
And the elect shall do what?
Praise his holy name.
We're going to praise his holy name. Alright? We're going to praise his holy name from the beginning to the end. All my life I searched for the truth. And when I got it, I gripped down on it like a pit bull. Grip down on it like a pit bull. That's what you got to do. The spirit of the Bible got to change you, man. All right, read.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
What?
Law of life for inheritance.
So life came from the law, and if you keep that law, Israel, you will get inheritance. That's the whole mission of us coming out here to teach our people. There's a remnant that has to be saved. You know what I mean? Go to Romans 11 and 5. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
Right, so basically the Most High telling you, he has a bunch of people who are Israel. But he said they're going to be a remnant, they're going to keep those laws. Just a small remnant. Alright? And when we all keep those laws, we ain't going to have to teach our neighbor no more. Read.
And every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them.
Right, so when he says, know the Lord and every man shall know me, the least of them to the greatest, those are the ones that are going to be trying to keep and follow God and follow his son, HAMASHAYACH.
Hey,
What's up,
what book was that you just read? Book and verse?
That's Jeremiah 31, 33.
31?
Chapter 31, verse 33. Yeah. What verse you on now? 34. All right, read.
And they shall teach no more every
Jeremiah
man his
31.
neighbor and every man his brother.
Now, how you not going to teach your brother the laws if your brother keeps if your brother's not keeping the laws? If you don't know the laws, then you can't teach the laws to nobody.
Thank you.
You can't teach nobody. But if you know the laws and your brothers know the law, y'all on the same page. Read.
Saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them.
Right.
Said the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Right, so the Most High said, look, I got a seed, I got a line, I got a chosen people that I'm going to deal with. I'm going to deal with these people from the end of the earth to the end of the earth. That's what the Most High is saying. Okay? So Israel are going to be here to the end of days. When this earth get destroyed, that means Israel is no longer a nation. Get that understanding. Everything was created for Israel, even the tree of knowledge. Everything was created for them. That's why the Most High said, all of Israel are my people. Give me, go to Exodus 2:23, read that out. All of Israel are the Lord's people. And the Lord's people are you Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians.
That's right.
You know that? You guys are of value to the Most High. You guys are of value. And y'all don't even recognize the value that you have with the Most High. You're the chosen people of God.
That's right.
But how you going to get it if you don't know the commandments? How you going to not understand your nationality? Yeah, you can touch it. Put that face on there. We put that on there. Well, we got that Bible because that face is not the face of Christ.
That's right.
When you read the Bible, it says something totally different than that. Right? And on every book, it has the same wording. So why are they putting that face there? Okay, what's that mean? You're a notary reporter. Okay, you selling something. We trying to give you life, sister. We trying to give you life, right? But you gotta want it. We can't make you get it. You know what I mean? Okay, thank you though. All right. Read that out.
This is Romans 11, verse 7. What then?
No, verse 5.
Oh, verse 5.
11 and 5.
Romans 11, verse 5. Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the elect of grace.
Right, so there's a remnant according to the election of grace. All throughout the Bible, you always talk about a remnant. You got a question, sister?
No, I was going to say, Joe, if he's in this circle, you don't have to do the things for the community. He's giving a tour of the 2 Thanksgiving dinner because my son
We don't do Thanksgiving, sister. No, you know why?
Okay, why?
You know why? Because who died on Thanksgiving Day?
Well, you know, the pilgrims migrated and gave us the yams, disagreed, and beans up keep us healthy.
They didn't give us that stuff. Who gave it? Who gave it to the pilgrims?
Pilgrims are Indians, you know, so I'm saying they help us to keep us healthy. You know,
But listen, I understand that. But let me refresh your mind.
Okay.
When they came here, the American Indians showed them everything. Showed them how to live. Showed them how to plant. Showed them how to grow vegetables from trees. Once they showed them everything, that's when they killed the American Indians. And they took all of that stuff. So Thanksgiving is in essence of the slaughtering of the American Indians.
That's right.
So if you went to the reservations today, or if you went to the reservations on Thanksgiving Day, I guarantee you none of the American Indians are celebrating that.
That's right.
Now give to the Indians $3,000 or $4,000 a month here in North Dakota because I'm a tribe.
That's good. That's good and all. But you got.
thriving.
That's good. But you got to understand, sister. You missed the point when I said to you
Yeah, Mr. Horn.
that the American Indians don't even celebrate Thanksgiving.
They
Because
do, though.
no, they do not.
Okay,
Those who have knowledge.
I won't argue.
I'm not arguing either. I'm just giving you
later.
information.
See you later.
Our people, boy. Read Romans 11 and 5.
Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the elect of grace.
Right, there's a remnant according to the grace. All right, our people gotta understand when we out here, we're not out here to argue. We're not out here to get mad at you, but we're out here to give you truth. All right, there's truth in the Bible, and it's not being taught in the earth. So when we come out here, our job is to give you the truth of the scriptures. All right, that's why we travel all over the place, pushing the word. And our people, I mean, we don't even get mad with our brothers, because if we went against our brothers, we'd be mad at Christ. We'd be mad at the HAMASHAYACH. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Love your brother as you love yourself. So how are we going to be mad at a brother in the truth and thinking we okay? You got camps all across the United States right now, angry at each other. How are they following Christ? They're missing the whole point. Give me Philippians, and go to 2 and 4. Our people missing the whole point, man, including the brothers in the truth. Our job is to teach our people, and that's it, nothing less. We don't even study to argue or to come out here and defame somebody. We come out here to teach the truth. That's what we do. Read that, Philippians 2 and 4.
Look not every man on his own things, but every man also unto the things of others.
Is that 2 and 4?
Yeah. Philippians 2 verse 3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves.
Right, so we don't do nothing in vainglory, man. Everything we do is in humility. Us coming out here is in humility, not boasting. All right? Because HAMASHAYACH didn't boast.
That's right.
He didn't boast when he came out. When he dealt with the people, he didn't boast. He didn't even say he was HAMASHAYACH. He didn't even tell them who he was. He just came out and was healing people. And then he said, don't tell nobody when he was healing. That's some humility, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna heal somebody and say, don't tell nobody I healed you? That's humility. He didn't even want to be called priest on this earth, let alone king.
Or a good master.
Or a good master. He said, why you call me good master? He says, no one good but the Most High.
That's right.
I mean, we got to learn from what the scriptures are saying. The scriptures are saying, have humility, have lowliness, right? Go out and teach your people concerning the Bible. That's why he spoke with authority. Christ spoke with authority even though he was using humility. So when you hear speaking a strong voice, that's part of the Bible. Give me Isaiah 58:1. Hold that verse though. Isaiah 58:1. You. Isaiah 58:1. No, go to Isaiah 58:1.
ISUPK. Listen to this.
All right, all the brothers, man, we got to teach with lowliness and humility, but we teach with authority. So we come out bold as lions, but we come in humility.
That's right.
That's what our people understand. And when we come with humility, we teaching our people, look at the young men and look at the young girls. The young men wearing tighter pants than the young girls. What's wrong with that? That's what we showing our people. Look, something wrong with that. You got the young men wearing tighter pants than the young girls. That don't make sense. All right? How can we teach in a wicked place? In the city is real wicked, man, compared to places out in the countryside, because brothers don't trust nobody. It's real selfish. There's a lot of selfishness. They talk about, oh man, I don't trust him coming over my house, but you the one we gotta watch. It's you. You the person with the problem. You the probably be the first person to steal from somebody. All right? We gotta understand what the scripture is saying. We gotta be like HAMASHAYACH, man. Read that.
Isaiah 58 verse 1. Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
When you hearing us speaking loud the way we doing, this is the formula. This is why we doing it. Read it again.
Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And show my people their transgression.
And do what?
Show my people their transgression.
Did he say argue? Start from the top. Did he say argue, get mad? Read it again.
Cry out loud.
He said cry out loud. When you're crying out loud, you screaming. You telling people, look, get right. It's a fire in the building. Run out the building. It's a fire. That's what we doing with the Bible. Read.
Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right. We ain't going to sit out here and lie to you. We're going to tell you what the Bible says. Thus saith the Most High. I don't even want my name thrown out there. You know, this brother, our names are not important when we out here with this Bible.
That's right.
Our names are not important. We'll tell you that you Israel, but our names are not important. What's important is that you hear what's coming out this Bible. Read that again.
Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. and show my people their transgression.
Y'all ever heard a trumpet? A trumpet is loud. Y'all ever see a geese? A goose? A goose is loud. Sound like a trumpet. Wow. The Most High got his animals sounding like instruments. Alright? Peep that. Peep how a goose sound. Sound just like a trumpet. Alright? They're loud. You don't hear him when he starts to talk. Alright? Read on.
And show my people their transgression.
Show our people their treasure. Our people are the worst destroyed people on earth right now. Look at our ghettos. Our people live in ghettos. Why we the only ones say we live in ghettos? How come nobody else said they live in ghettos? We live in ghettos. Come on. Y'all need to think a little bit, man. Most I said, who gonna rouse Judah up? Who gonna rouse up this lion? We trying. Look, our lions, man, they just sleeping. They laying down. They slumbering. They don't want to wake up.
Oh,
did I tell you to get?
Get that. You give me Luke 18 and 9.
Luke 17 and 9. That's what you want?
Yeah.
Do he thank the servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I tried not.
Yeah, basically the scripture saying, look, do we thank the servant that he commanded him? Like, we came out here to do this work. Does he thank us for coming out? No, this is what we're supposed to do. We shouldn't get worried about getting no pat on the back. Read that, someone read that again. The Most I tell you, you're supposed to go out there and teach my people. Alright? Don't expect nothing for doing what you're already supposed to do.
That's right.
This is what you're supposed to do when you're in the truth. You're supposed to go teach your people and expect nothing from them.
That's right.
Alright? That's part of humility. Remember, like I said, when you called Christ a black man, he didn't want nothing from him. He didn't ask for no money when he's healing people or feeding people. He didn't ask for it. Read that.
Doth he thank the servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not. So likewise, yea, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded, you say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
Right, we have done that which is our duty to do. We are unprofitable servants. That's what the Most High told us to say. That means that we're not over the next camp. They're not over us. Basically, we're all humility. Basically, what Israel's supposed to be doing is all the leaders of Israel are supposed to come together, like I told his brother, to come out with lesson plans for Israel.
Right.
Not be scoffing with this camp, that camp scoffing with that's YouTube stuff. But the elders of Israel are supposed to come together and present lesson plans to our destroyed people. Our people are destroyed, man. So if the elders can't get together, how you think the people are going to get together? Right? It's going to continue to be destruction amongst the people because the elders can't get right. You look at the churches. All these churches in the community, and it should be all kinds of correction in the community. Our community should be fixed already. We should have our own governors. We should have our own mayors. We should have our own police. We should have our own fire department, our own doctors. We're supposed to have our own. All these churches. Every corner you see a church. But how come the city ain't together? How come we still got to go to the hands of our enemies? It's ridiculous, man. Read that? Read that? Oh.
Was it a hurricane trip? You went to Georgia and I wanted to do it.
18 and 6? I thought 18 and 9.
What did I tell you to get?
I think you said 18. You said 18.
Go to 18.
18. Luke 18 verse 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judges say. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect?
Right. That's what I want. Read that again.
And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect?
So the Most High has an election. It says, listen closely. Shall not the Most High avenge his own elect? The Most High is going to avenge the elect. The elect are the remnant of the people all through the Bible. Now the churches, they say that everybody's going to be saved, all they got to do is believe. But the Most High has a remnant, and that remnant is coming out of Israel. And it's the election that's coming. Read.
Which cried day and night unto him, through he bare long with them. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
You gonna do what?
Avenge them speedily.
For those people that keep the law, statutes, commandments,
Yahawashi right here.
Yahawashi is going to avenge the people speedily. Read.
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Say that again.
When the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah, that's a question. When the Son of Man cometh, will he find faith on earth? He said, I will meet you not as a man. When Christ come back, HAMASHAYACH, when he come back, he's not coming back to meet our people as a man. You know the way that he left? He coming back that way, but he ain't coming like that. Remember the children of Israel when they left Egypt? Y'all seen the 10 Commandments, Charlton Heston, all that? Remember how he came. Christ came as a whirlwind. He came as a fire. That was Christ. That was HAMASHAYACH in the spirit. Alright? That's the way he's coming back this time. He's coming back with fire, thunder. Give me Isaiah 66 and 15. He said he's coming back not as a man to avenge the elect. That's what you Negroes got to understand. We're out here for you. Like I said, you are of value if you keep the commandments. He's not going to utterly destroy you Negroes with all these different things, that services that they offer here in the black communities. Read that?
Isaiah 66 verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
He's going to come with what?
With fire.
When the Most High send his son back on earth, he's going to come with
fire.
Okay.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
So you better hurry up and try to get on that road to salvation. Because when he come back, it's not going to be pretty. I'm serious. People think of the churches that he coming back nice with flowers and daisies and roses. He coming back with fire. Everybody from the east to the west to the north to the south are going to have to go through the chastism. They're going to go through this fire. Everybody. Even the elect. He said the elect will scarcely make it. Do you even understand what that means? That means the elect are going to be in that tribulation. The elect are going to be there. So even if you think that you're the elect, you're going to have to go through tribulation. From the north to the east, the west, the south, you could go all the way to where the brothers try to go to Israel, or go to, they're going to go through it too. They're going to go through the tribulation. Ain't nowhere you can hide.
That's right.
He said the men going to cry to cover their faces when he come back. I don't understand these brothers, man. You know what I mean? There's nowhere to run when Christ come back on the earth. Nowhere. I don't care if you got a jet, 5.0 Mustang, you ain't going to outrun the judgment of Christ when he come back. You're not going to outrun. You don't have to go through that. Read that again.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right. Christ. This is Christ. In the book of Isaiah, which is the book of the Tanakh in the Hebrew language. See, we're supposed to learn the Torah. The Tanakh, y'all ain't never heard of Tanakh. They was like, what prophets? All the prophets, that's the Tanakh. Alright? The Apocrypha. Alright? You gotta learn the Apocrypha. It said this book of the law shall not depart. The New Testament. In the New Testament, what you got? Gospels and letters and Revelation in the New Testament. So you gotta learn all those things. Torah, Tanakh, Apocrypha, New Testament. Read.
For behold, the Lord will come come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and to rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He gonna plead with all flesh. You know how someone plead like, please get yourself right. When we come back, you're gonna be pleading. You're like, oh Lord, please save me. That's what you gotta be saying when he come. Like Hurricane Katrina, all those people was crying when he came. When those storms was hitting the Midwest, all those people was crying with floods and turmoil. They was crying. All right, his houses being ripped up in the middle of the night. Read.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Right.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
I don't think the Navy, the Army, the Air Force can stop that. I don't care what power this man have on earth, he ain't stopping the HAMASHAYACH when he come back. Y'all think that we just taking this Bible piece by piece and try to make it fit whatever we saying? No, we're not doing that. When we look, we study this Bible every day. When we get off work, guess what? We work 16 hours. I go straight home, start reading the Bible till I pass out. Been doing that for years. What y'all do? Go home, watch TV, watch Atlanta Housewives, Love and Hip Hop. See, we're men of the Lord. We study this word day and night.
That's right.
And we come out to give a charity, teaching our people. Those who have ears to hear. There's a lot of people who don't want to hear. They're going to go to Walmart, Dollar Store. They got better things to do other than learn God's word. Right? Until he come back and make them pay for it. This ain't going to be here forever, man. I'm telling you. All right?
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one's tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's flesh.
Now, who eats swine's flesh? In the churches, don't they eat pork now? After Sunday service, don't they have their little kitchens in the back? Matter of fact, that's what they do. They got their ham hocks, they got their greens, they got their, black eyed peas.
Chitlins.
They got their chitlins. Right. The Most High said, those who are eating swine's flesh, read. This is in the Bible. This ain't the Quran. This is a holy Bible. Read.
Eating swine's flesh in the abomination.
And the what?
And the abomination.
Come on.
And the mouse.
And the what?
And the mouse.
Y'all, a lot of y'all eat mouse, don't even know it. When y'all go to these Chinese restaurants, y'all eat mouse. I'll take the orange chicken. A lot of that's mouse. Read.
Shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Right, they gonna what?
Be consumed together, saith the Lord. For I know their works and their thoughts.
Right.
It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them.
Who are those that escape of them? Those are the elect. Those are the only few that's going to escape down that straight gate, that straight path, that straight road. That's the remnant of Israel, and that remnant is going to be election out of the remnant. Okay? And the Negroes, Latinos, Americans don't even understand that you are these people in the Bible. I don't even understand that. We come out to teach you that. Brother, you know that you're one of the people in the Bible? I'm not saying you Christian. You actually come out of the loins of Abraham. You come out of his sperm bank. Come on.
Trying to get that 99-cent soda.
Yeah, 99-cent soldier.
And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations.
Right.
To Tarshish, Pool, and Lud that draw the bow.
Right, so in other words, the Most High is going to redeem his people out of those people. Read that. I'll tell you. 1 Peter 4:8.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Charity, what we're doing is going to cover the multitude of sins. Right now, what we doing. This is what's going to cover the multitude of sins. When you go out and teach your people, wide open in the public eye. The scripture says, I spoke openly to the world about the Most High. Have you? Have you spoke openly to the world? No, you want to keep it to yourself. You want to keep it to yourself. That's not profiting you or your family or your friends. It doesn't profit you when you don't tell people about this. Really? And we're not no new Christians. We're Israelites, according to the Bible. A lot of people say, oh, y'all, we Israelites. You know, all the people in the Bible were Israelites. We didn't convert to be Israelites. Our blood, we are blood Israelites. We come out of the line of Abraham, out of Isaac, out of Jacob. Really? People think that we just all of a sudden converted to the Israelite. No, we are Israelites. Really?
Use hospitality one to another.
Use what?
Hospitality one to another.
And this is what we do with the brothers and sisters that are in the truth. Use hospitality towards one another. Read.
Without grudging. Without grudging. As every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
If any man that speak, let him speak of the oracles of the Most High. Meaning the oracles, meaning the laws that's in His Bible. We speaking with the laws of the Bible. Read.
Any minister, let him do it as of the ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom be praised in dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Right, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Happy are those who go out and teach this word. So we go out and teach our people. Give me that Deuteronomy 4:4.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 4. By ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power, but ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power are alive, every one of you this day.
Everyone that believes in this Bible and changes their life, they spare their life. They're going to live. That's why we say any brother that's following the HAMASHAYACH, man, we'll deal with him. We ain't going to shun him. All right? We'll deal with any brother that's dealing in the spirit of HAMASHAYACH, meaning keeping the commandments. If you keep the commandments, we'll deal with you. If you ain't keeping the commandments, we ain't going to deal with you. All right? Eventually, you'll get weeded out. But we'll keep that ordinance with our brethren. Read. Go to Isaiah. So the remnant is going to come from Israel, right? So let's see, where are they going to come from Israel? Read.
Isaiah 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand again a second time to recover the remnant of His people.
Wait a minute, now he's talking about remnant again. I hope our people understand. The Most High is redeeming a remnant. I mean, you got to work to get this. You're not just going to believe and sit back in your lazy boy couch and drink your ice cream shake. You got to actually keep His commandments. That's how you're going to be at least a part of the remnant. Read.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand set His hand again the second time to recover the remnant of His people.
What was the first time He set His hand to the people? That was during the days of Egypt. There's going to be a second time. There's never been a second time where He redeemed the whole nation of Israel from a foe like America and Europe. All right? Never before. Read.
Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath.
Now Cush is in Ethiopia. Now Syria is on the other side of the Middle East, past Iraq. All right? All these places that He naming, most of these are in the Middle East. But He's going to read on, He's going to show you that He's talking about also all the four corners of the earth. Read.
And from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
And from the what?
Islands of the sea.
All the islands of the sea. America is a giant island of the sea that the Israelites didn't know back during the days of Isaiah. They actually did know it, and we'll get that for you. Read.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations.
Right, He's going to set up an ensign for the nation. The ensign is the Bible. People are going to start following the Bible, and that's going to be the ensign. People are going to recognize you based on your actions. Your actions are going to speak louder than words. See, right now, we speaking the word, but we also act on what we're talking about. A lot of brothers speak, but they don't act on it. So, not should your words be louder than your actions, but your actions should be louder than your words. 7 days a week. 365 days out of the year. You should be cutting out the fat of sin and doing what you're supposed to do according to the laws of the Bible. Read.
And shall assemble the outcast of Israel.
And shall assemble who?
The outcast of Israel.
Now a lot of people don't know who Israel is. They know who the tribe of Judah, they might know who the tribe of Judah is, but those are two kingdoms. You got the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. Or Ephraim. People don't realize that the Bible's talking about two kingdoms. Read.
The outcast of Israel, and gathered together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
So the four corners of the earth, north, south, west, and east. That's why I said there's no running from destruction. You ain't gonna be able to run from destruction. He's got
The envy also of Ephraim
the envy also of the 10 tribes who came under Ephraim. Read.
shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah
And the adversaries, all those who hated Judah, because Judah's the most hated tribe. The Negroes are the most hated tribe on earth. Haitians and the West Indians. Read.
shall be cut off.
Shall be cut off. Read.
From Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah should not vex Ephraim.
Right, so a lot of our people are being vexed by their own nations.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you had a question. Go ahead.
I've been a believer since I was 27. I'm 63 now.
Do you keep the...
I made mistakes during that time.
Okay, as long as you keep changing and getting better. You gotta grow in grace.
Okay.
Grow in grace every day.
You gotta live right.
You gotta live right, keep the commandments, keep a humble spirit, keep the Most High's feast days.
There you go.
You keep his feast days?
Forgive people and love neighbors myself.
Do you keep the Most High's feast days yet? Have you started doing that yet?
What?
Do you keep his feast days?
That's great. You're gonna be something.
Passover, you heard of Passover. You keep that? You keep it every year? You gotta keep it every year.
You know what?
You keep the Day of Atonement?
I live right and I'm obedient to the Lord.
So,
And I'm gonna tell you something about this.
go ahead,
I
sister.
love Jesus, but I love Jesus.
Jesus didn't look like that.
That's what I'm pointing to right
He look like
that
this.
picture right here. I'm pointing to that picture right. Don't say
Amen.
That's the word of God.
We stepping on that face.
That's the cover of that beast, but the scriptures is
I'm
different.
just saying, he don't look like that. That's him.
right.
That ain't
That's what
Christ.
I'm pointing.
So if he didn't look like that, sister, I'm just engaging you in the question. If Christ didn't look like that, so we know the people also didn't look like that.
Yeah.
When we watch the 10 Commandments, Charlton Heston,
Area, they were dark.
that's right. They were all dark. You know, a lot of our people don't know that.
Well, you need to teach them.
That's what we doing. You got to teach too. It ain't just us.
I do.
Okay.
Take it.
All right, sister.
And it says, Ephraim should not envy Judah, and Judah should not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west.
All right, so our people are going to get back to the homeland. Give me 1 Kings and 10. 1 Kings and 10. So our people actually went to the Americas way before Isaiah even came around. 1 Kings and started 10 and 1.
1 King 10 verse 1.
This is the word of the Lord of hosts. I took you from the pastures and from following the sheep to be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone and have destroyed all the enemies in your path. I will make you a great name among the great ones of the earth. I will assign a place for my people in Israel. There I will plant them, and they shall dwell in their own land.